Everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. I'm just so excited this morning. Really, I can't tell why. I just found myself very glad and excited. Wow, it's actually great to be back here on this platform to continue my episodes and my experiences, the share of my experiences with public transporters around here in Ibadan. Yes, I started it on my last episode, and yes, I think I can try to cram up a two other sections of my share of experiences in this episode, so I can just wrap up that. Well, every day I just get to have a lot of experiences that sometimes could sound challenging, sometimes hilarious, sometimes unimaginable, but then I found out that at the end of each day that these are part of the things that actually spice up the day and make the day worth it. Yes, my other episode I talked about the nature which you have, and that's we can look like we like to look a lot in this part of the world, and most especially right here. Yes, there's another nature I've noticed, especially around here. It is so very common and so very typical of the very typical ones around here. Yes, I am an Ibadan person, but to be frank, I'm not really that typical, right? You can attest to that fact, right? Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. We can talk here. If you do not know how to talk, how to give people a C, responses, and that's why we say here, sorry, we give Shamo Lolly log that response to me Shamo Lolly log siwa. We too like to give response, like we know how to talk and how to give responses to people. That's why they say about a messy go, right? Like we are always messy. We always know the right responses to give to you at every point in time. But then we go overboard with it. And I must say, most especially all these public transporters, they go overboard. And they get to a point at which they've turned it into their natural life. Even if you do something that they could overlook, they want to talk and put their mouth and act like they know how to talk and they can abuse you. This is serious. We can abuse a lot here, I must tell you. So if you're coming here, like you're moving around here, it's either you're well guarded, like I'm not going to allow them talk to me anyhow, and at the same time, just want to keep quiet because you feel they don't worth your energies. Yes, at most times I just feel they actually don't worth my energies, and I must tell you at this point, they are the least set of people I want to have a word with. Public transporters, because these ones can abuse for Africa. Hey, they are the next to the people. There's an episode I want to do again on this nature of talk right here in Ibadan. Especially, with the market women, when you get to the market, I'll still do that episode. When you get to the market and you go to price goods and services or prices of foodstuffs and all that. And that's going to be another episode. Don't let me just give you a cheap a peep or a peek into that yet. I'm talking about public transporters now. Yes, they can talk and they want to show that they can talk. But sometimes, especially when they see you, like you look kind of a little poorish, like you don't do as rascally as they do, or you're not as you look like well organized. They just want to talk to you anyhow and feel they can get away with it. But anytime my own parts too comes on my head, my own squishes to come. Yeah, that seems to be like the most interesting thing to do with my church mind. But then sometimes I just want these people to know that not be you alone can talk. Some of these passengers just talk to anyhow too. They can talk, just that most times we're tired, and most times we feel you're not even in any way worth our energies. Seriously, because seriously, these are I don't even want to have any word with them. At a point in time, I was always keeping quiet. They'll say this, that, I just keep quiet. They say silence is the best answer. When you keep talking and you don't get any response, eventually you feel like a fool yourself and keep quiet. But sometimes I still want to give them responses. Not because I'm trying to be like I don't know, but then I just want to let them know that hello, it's not every time you talk. And don't think you're the only one that has got the mouth to talk or the words to say. Okay, I was entering normally on this route, I'm not supposed to take a cab. But because I was staying too long there and it was getting late already, the the bike riders weren't coming, so I decided to take a cab because the road is a bad road. And two, the cab drivers there, the Mikra drivers there are old men. Ah, sorry, old men, I am sorry. Oh. But the truth is, I don't like entering public transporters. Public transports or public vehicles where old man is riding or driving. Sorry, maybe because of the gap in our generation. You understand? You know the tree now, the evolutionary tree. You know there's this gap between the branches and the roots. You understand? Maybe because of that. I'm sorry, old man. I'm sorry, but that is the truth. I like the middle aged and the youth, the younger ones. Though sometimes I'm also very careful of the younger ones because those ones they act like as if they were actually meant to be pilots, but because of the Nigerian situation, they found themselves on the road. You understand what I mean, right? Thank you for relating. Okay, so this evening I decided to just take this cab, and I was entering. I was holding, I think, a 500 naira note and 60 naira, and it was a 70 naira cab. And I was like, Baba, shouldn't change 500. He said no, but the person that was actually seeing me off was like, oh yeah, Bachin. I was like, what if this person didn't follow me there? Baba, share money change. Um, the man was not even concentrating on the question I was asking. Oh, the Bachin then FF went so that Omale he's the last checking and he just continued ranting. Beshi mama shako she ran on you. I was like, wait, like making Baba. As an older person, Drew, I'm not in this. I'm not going with this cab again. On top, say, I was asking you, do you have 500 naira change? And someone was offering me change. What if the person didn't follow me and that's the 500 naira I have? You get. I just came out of the cab, jelly, because I felt, nah, no. It does not worth, that man doesn't just worth my energies. Because at that point, if I should just talk, I'll just talk anyhow and I won't like it as an older person. So that was just that. Another one, I was moving from Ijoko this song. I was on the bike. Yes, I was about to take a bike, moving from Ijoko this song. Okay, it's 59. If you know that road very well on the bike, like two persons. The guy was sitting right behind the biker, and I was sitting right behind the guy. And I just mounted, and this person was about to pay my transport fare because I was holding 500 naira, and this person was about to pay my transport fare. Like, okay, we are more change. And the person was holding 200 naira and 100 naira. So I felt it was the 200 naira he gave to the biker. So I was all like, I was just joking, like, hope it's not the 200 naira he gave to the biker. So the biker now brought out the money that it was 100 naira. And the guy was even like, bro, I'm not being and all that. So now, so the biker was now started ranting. I bet they me care. Blah, 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 blah. And right where I was sitting, and the other guy too, the fellow passenger too, was contributing, like, and they were like almost abusing me. And then I was just like, bros, a jockey gon lo shele. She mo buyin ni me buyin now. I was just talking back. Hope it's not 200 naira that my friend gave to the bike out and all that. And even the guy already apologized to you. So probably he felt me or Yoruba. So they just started abusing in Yoruba. Oh my god. I just felt like like I don't understand. Why people always acting like you know how to talk? You can just talk to people anyhow and all that. Immediately they heard me talking, they were like, even the guy be right before me was like, bro, sis, Emma Binu and all that, said Jericho Jekora died down. So maybe he felt I don't understand Yoruba, so they can just abuse me and get away with it like that. I don't get. Really, it's just so fun around there with public transporters. It's just so fun around there with public transporters. And there's this other situation I would like to share with you, and that is the fact that if you're this kind of person like me, I like to sit at the front in a car. If I have to take a bike, I have to sit at the front. And if I'm taking a tricycle to at the front, and of course on a bike now, it depends on how it is. If it's a lady, I don't mind if I'm the first person that sat. Of course, I'll need to move closer to the biker. And there's this thing I noticed. Most of all these public transporters, they kind of molest you somehow. Especially when you're seated very close to the cab driver and there's another passenger that sat beside you, that is sitting beside you. That is when they want to press the G and press the G and press the G so that they can be able to touch your thighs. And there was this part I was a brand promoter that now my uniform, it was not a customized uniform actually. My uniform had a slit at the front. Though it was normal, But you know, when you sit, it will still come up a little to show the thigh. And that's when those cab drivers want to press it, yeah, so that it can touch your thighs. I mean, I just feel like, what kind of people are these people? I think there should be a psychological examination for all those people before they get to be given licenses to. And if it's a bike man, that is when the bike man wants to enter the portal that he has always seen that is there, so that he can jerk forward and he can rub his back a little against your frontals. I mean, I don't care. And all these tricyclists too, because they're sitting right beside them, so they want to, that is when they want to do, they are riding, that's when they want to use their hands to just touch and touch you. I don't get all these people now are for here in Nigeria, not seeing, go see with public transporters around here. God, I can't wait to have my own car so that I can always have my freedom. I can be free from all these assaults, verbal assaults, all kind of assaults and all these experiences with all these public transporters. This is well. Oh. I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep liking, keep subscribing. I'll catch you up in my next videos. Bye. I love you.